Hello and welcome to Titanium Tarot, and today I'll be doing I'll be doing air sign readings, okay? Starting with Gemini. Took me a moment there. So please, angels and God, so I'll be using Star Spinner Tarot. I'll also mention when it's important for you to use your own intuition, and with that, let's get started. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Geminis, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. These angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Geminis, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. These angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And the first card is the Five of Chalices. Right, Five of Chalices. Then you have the Nine of Chalices, followed by the Nine of Wands, the Six of Coins, the Two of Wands, the Tower, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Coins, the Hermit, and the Three of Coins. Interesting. Alright, so my Gemmies. So this might be you, or this might be the person that you're dealing with. Something has got someone all up in their head, worried sick about something going terribly wrong. So they're worried, and I think that is in regards to that. With the Nine of Chalices, it's in regards to their happiness. Nine of Chalices would be one of the singles cards, right? It's that the person who is happy, content where they are at. They don't need anything else to make their life better. Okay. So I'm getting a younger individual, like in their early to mid to possibly late 20s, who hasn't really broken that maturity level yet to become an actual, in their thought pattern to become an adult. They're pretty young thinking and so on and so forth. And the next card being the Nine of Wands, I feel like they might not want to either, because they feel like it's gonna be too much work. They don't want to go that far. I don't know what they're thinking, but to them it's a ton of work. Leaving their childhood and moving to adulthood is they like it, they see it, they want it, but they don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole because they're not ready for the responsibility. They might feel like it's a lot of burdens on their back with the Nine of Wands. Well, the 10 of Wands would be having so much burden on your back that it's about to break. The Nine of Wands is just a matter of protecting what you've already built and what you've done. But if you look at their face, they're kind of like at wit's end, and they're like, I don't want this, but they're doing it because they don't want to go back. I don't know what that means, but it must mean something to someone. Now the next card is the Six of Pentacles, Six of Coins actually, and the Six of Coins talks of fair exchange, talks of basically it talks of a fair exchange. And in this card, as you can see, a young girl has fallen upon raspberries. And she's like, ooh, I want to eat them. But because she wants to make some money and have a fair exchange, she's going to pick them and bring them back home so she can make a pie of them. You know, so basically it's I'm getting that after the fact that you're like, okay, this is too much work, I am not ready to take it up. So you do like a pivot, and because now you're like thinking of something much more that's less work to do and much easier. And so you pivot, you think, and you see the raspberries, and you're like, oh, I want to do this. So you pick the raspberries and you take them home and you make a pie. And now, for some reason, someone is waiting on you, or are you waiting on someone else? You're like, where are you at? Why are you taking so long? What's the wait? Why aren't you here yet? Right? This might be you, or this might be them. Now, either way, I feel like something is coming crashing down. Now, I don't know what this is. If this is, I don't know what is coming crashing down. If it's your old mentality, or if it's your friend structure, or if it's your job, or if it's your pastime. I don't know. It's going to depend on every single one of you, but something is coming crashing down. Okay. Now, after that, you have the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords would indicate someone who is who's surrounded by swords. But as you can see, the swords, this lady has wings. You know, she has wings. She can fly outside of it. It's not like they're very high swords. She can get out of this. And also the fabric that is covering her eyes doesn't seem very heavy or very fixated on her face. All she needs to do is do this and they'll leave, or this, right? And it'll just delodge, and she can see where she's at, and she can see the fact that she can actually fly up higher with her wings. But so that would be a prison that they are keeping themselves in. Not to say that they consciously are doing it. They might be subconsciously doing it because they have beliefs in the back of their mind that have been ingrained since they were kids that keeps them there. Those beliefs were put in place to keep you safe. So it's not like they aren't useful. Okay? So don't get mad at your inner child for something that your adult self wants. That's all I'm saying. Now, the next... now, if you have any questions, just ask away in the comments, okay? Now, the next card is the Knight of Coins. Now, the Knight of Coins is the slowest moving knight in the deck, which means that this process of the letting go of all those things that were put in place in your childhood to make sure that you could stay safe, I feel like that, to get over that, seeing as we spoke of that a little bit, seeing as I spoke of that for a little bit, is going to take some time, right? And just give it the time it needs in order for it to be done correctly, is what I'm getting. And in order to do that correctly and the proper way, I'm just repeating myself, you need to find a mentor, or you need to become a mentor. So maybe you've done this already and you need to help someone else get through this for themselves, or you need to find someone who's done this before so that they can help you get out of the sticky wicket that you're in. Okay. Now, I feel like once you do get out of that sticky wicket, you will meet with a genie, your own personal genie, who will grant you 3 wishes. Who will grant you your 3 wishes, right? So, yeah. And the only comment I have would be to be mindful of those 3 wishes, especially the third one, because the idea that popped into my mind was Aladdin from Disney, the first version, the John version, right? Yes, and the reason for that is, well, I don't know if you watched the movie, I don't know what the ending of the recent Aladdin was, but all I can say is that the main character uses a wish for something that makes someone be so so indebted to them that they stay because they choose to stay, not because they have to stay. Okay, so it's use your choices, thinking of the long haul, right? Or thinking positively, if that makes any sense. And as I said the word positively, I think it was 11:11, so it's like, well, at least in my case, because I'm going to edit this video after, so anyway, it's going to be close, right? So, my gorgeous Geminis, this is all I have for you guys this week. It's like I'm undressing. Sorry. So, my gorgeous Geminis, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'd be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous Geminis, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye! Hello, and welcome to Titanium Talks Tarot, and today I will be doing a reading for Libras, okay? So this is for any placement of Libra you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because everyone knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you, but I might snitch, so be mindful. And yeah, so did I mention that I use Star Spinner Tarot? I'll also mention when it's time for you to use your own intuition. And with that, let's get started. I don't know if you saw, but a card flipped out, and it's the Fool pointing towards the left, which means to me that it happened in the past, or it's happening super slowly. Now it's going to be different for all of you, so be mindful. Now the next card is the Seven of Swords, followed by the Ace of Chalices, followed by the Lovers card, Gemini energy. Well, the Fool is Aries, and Lovers is Gemini. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Now in this deck there are 4 Lovers cards, just so you know. So, and on every single one the image is different. Okay. Now, then you have the Queen of Chalices, the 2 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Wands, and followed by the Nine of Swords, and the 10 of Chalices, as well as the Empress and Judgment and Justice. And okay, let me just rearrange my cards because this is a lot. Nine of Swords, 10 of Chalices, Empress, Judgment, Justice, the Queen of Coins. Okay, So, with the Fool pointing towards the left, this would indicate that this might have happened in the past. You deciding to begin a new adventure devoid of any past experiences. This might have happened, or what might have happened, or this is happening super slowly. Now, this is going to differ for every single one of you, so please use your intuition for this. Now, the next card is the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords depicts someone who is stealing 7 swords from someone for an unknown reason, right? That is what we see on the card. Now, I have had another idea. So this might be someone you're dealing with, or this might be you. And if this is you have a specific reason why you're stealing them. I feel like now, either or, okay? It might be that they're stealing it back. Someone else stole it, and they're stealing it back for themselves. Or they might be stealing it from this person because this person had it and they want it, they covet it, right? Which is something that is against, it's one of the 10 commandments. Don't covet what someone else has, right? It just makes sense. Or it could be that someone is doing it because someone else stole it from them and they're just getting it back. I don't know. So, and maybe, just maybe, they might be even confused as to why they're stealing it, which means that someone else ordered them to steal it, and they don't know all the specifics of the reason why they're doing what they're doing, and I don't know if they're completely on board, but they're doing it because I don't know why. Right? Now, the next card is the Ace of Chalices. Now, that might be why they're stealing it, because the person that asked them to steal it back, or to steal it, point at a lane, just to steal it, is someone that they are emotionally interested by, or it's someone who has an emotional stronghold on them or control over them. Someone in love can do some pretty stupid stuff, and I feel like the person who ordered them to steal something from someone else just because they coveted it is utilizing this person's good emotions to their gain. I hope that makes sense, right? And at this point, I feel like the person who is doing the stealing, who is asked to do the stealing, okay, is kind of reevaluating their choice of person to work for, or if they want to work for this person because they're doing some shady stuff. Please use your intuition, okay, at this point, because I'm just like, I don't know if this is your case, but because the Lovers is Gemini energy. Like I said, the Fool is Aries energy. Lovers, Gemini energy. Then you have the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Coins. Now the 9 of Coins would be another one of the singles cards. I'm not sure if it's the 9 of Chalices or the 9 of Coins that is the singles card, but in either way, okay, both of these individuals are content, happy where they're at. They don't need anything else to fulfill them. They are good by themselves. There's like a hair here and it's annoying me. Anyway, sorry. So they're good. They're good where they're at, and they are happy as can be. They're happy as a clam. Right? And due to their happiness, I feel like also have become the Queen of Chalices. Now, the Queen of Chalices is someone who is very emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature. She likes to take care of others. She likes to, you know, she's a mothering type. She thinks of the others and she thinks of ways to make their lives better, right? Seeing as her cup overfloweth with material abundance, and she likes to share and spread her wealth, her cup overfloweth as well, if that makes any sense. Now the next card is the Two of Coins. Now the Two of Coins talks of being stuck between two ideas, two methods of making cash. I'm actually going to read this because I'm not quite sure if that's the right way of looking at it. Swords, Pentacles, Pentacles, as Libra 1010 says. Alright, two. Upright. The Two of Coins indicates that you are in the midst of juggling various obligations. There is very little room for rest, but you are deftly setting up a comfortable foundation for yourself. Though you find that good time management and your prioritization skills are in especially high demand, you manage to stay afloat. Negotiate your time, energy, and efforts carefully. Well, yeah, if we continue with the Queen of Chalices, I see her, like I said, mothering type, right? So I see her having many kids, many kids, and she has a lot of stuff on her plate, like a ton. So she's just learning how to juggle her time and her space and how to stay afloat. Okay, now the next card is the Ace of Coins. Now the Ace of Coins talks of a whole new idea that's completely packaged. You don't need to do anything and it's perfect. It's like tied up in a little bow. All you need to do is start utilizing it and it's yours, is what I'm getting. And seeing as it's the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins, this is something that will generate income for you, right? So that those skills that you have in regards to how to prioritize and how to organize yourself, I feel like it's going to be very beneficial to others, and that's what you are doing. You are monetizing that skill. Now the next card is the Ace of Wands. Okay, and the Ace of Wands, similarly to the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins, talks of an action, because Wands talk of action. So this is a whole new idea of an action that is like complete package. All you need to do is start doing it and it will render benefit. It will bring you benefits, is what I'm getting. So not only will you have the money, but you'll also have the action at this point. So you're gonna have to stick it to where it applies in your reality. Next, you have the Nine of Swords. Now the Nine of Swords, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, I'm a Libra sun myself, this is completely true for me as well. I worry too much. I put myself up shit's creek without a paddle, only with my thoughts, right? Only with my thoughts. So if you feel that there's something that is gnawing at you thought-wise, just know that it is only your thoughts and you can manage them. Now the next card is the Ten of Chalices, right? So as I mentioned, you have control of your thoughts at all times. So while you are gaining control over your thoughts, you are also going to gain control over your emotions. And because you're gaining control over, because you've gain control of your thoughts. You are on cloud number 9 is what I'm getting. And now that you're on cloud number 9, you are also being able to be your full authentic self, your creative self, your divine self. And that is amazing. And so at this point, that little hair is bothering me. And so at this point, you're making a judgment call on what you want to keep in your life and what you want to let go of, right? Yes. So, following judgment, you have justice. But you being a Libra, us being a Libra, we want to make sure that it's fair and just, whatever we decide, so that we don't step on people's emotions, right? But sometimes that can take its side, like that takes a backseat, because I have, my moon is in Scorpio, so sometimes I don't give a shit. And if you hurt, well then too bad. That's just me. Now the next card, and what I'm thinking is the reason why you're actually wondering what the effects of your decisions will be, is that you have the Queen of Coins. Now the Queen of Coins is the, as I mentioned at the beginning, the mothering type, the one that wants to help, the one that wants to make sure that everyone's well in their skin, well in, like, feel, wrong terminology, that everyone feels well, looks well, is well taken care of, is nourished, feeling cared for, and all that stuff. So that is the main reason why you are doing what you're doing in a judgment call, okay? But I am a Libra, and I think that it's important to know that when you are up against a wall, it is your life, no one else. You better take care of yourself, is what I'm getting. So, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, this is all that I have for us this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello, and welcome to Typhoon Tarot, and today I will be doing a reading for Aquarius, okay? So this is for any placement of Aquarius you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms. Because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a reading myself, so I get you and I got you, but I might snitch, so be mindful. And, like this Knight of Coins is like, nay, I'm staying out. Okay. And with that being said, my gorgeous Aquariuses, let's get into the cards. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses. And we got the 8 of Wands. Long distance messages. 8 of Wands, followed by Queen of Coins, followed by the 10 of Wands. It's an 8 of Wands, Queen of Coins, and 10 of Wands, as well as the Knight of Chalices and the 7 of Coins. And the 2 of Wands, 3 of Chalices, Justice, Libra energy, the 8 of Chalices, and the 4 of Chalices, followed by Judgment. which will lead to a choice. Lovers, one of the Lovers cards. And something to do with the Empress, which will lead to an end. I just make some room on my board. Yeah. Which will lead to an end of some sort. No, I do not. Alright, so. I'm hearing biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes something just hypnotizes me. It's been a while since I've heard that song. Yeah. Alright, so. Is that what you're sending? Is that what you're sending as long as this message that someone is hypnotizing you? Ooh. Something someone does hypnotizes you and you forget everything else, right? To the point where you feel like the reason why you forget everything else is possibly because you feel so nurtured, so invited, so well where you are currently situated that you forget everything else. Like, you don't even want to think about everything else. You are just like honed in, tuned in, turned on to that one thing, and you're like, F everything else, you know? And the following card being the 10 of Wands, I feel like you're like, F everything else. And you are ready to put in the work, the necessary stuff in order to bring these 10 Wands to fruition, because whatever this is that you're mesmerized by makes you feel exactly the way you want it to feel. Probably related to a Knight of Chalices. So probably because this person gave you a emotionally filled message, came to you by this Knight, and you're like, and you forget everything else. So if you send them a message saying, you mesmerize me when you do this, the other person is gonna be like, oh, let me take care of you, and then you'll do anything and everything for them because you got that small message, that long distance message, right? It wasn't a big, it wasn't a package. You got a small, you got a message. So that message changed everything for you. And I feel like not only did it change everything for you, but you are ready to, like I said with the 10 of Wands, you are ready to see it to fruition, but you are patiently waiting to see it in fruition, to come to fruition, to actually realize itself, you know? You are that patient with this. You are so mesmerized and so done with all the other games that you are deciding to give yourself solely to this. right? Now the next card is the Two of Wands, and on this card you can see this fairy is like, where you at? Why am I waiting on you? Why are you not here by my side already? Now this could be you thinking this, or this might be them, right? So fit it how it resonates. But someone is, are you being impatient to see it materialize, to see it manifest, and that's why you're like, where are they at? Why aren't they here already? What? So just be mindful, because the more you concentrate on the fact that they are not here yet, you will only create more of the fact that they're not here yet, which is not necessarily what you want. Now, is it? Because what I sense, what you want is a Three of Chalices. You want the happy reunion. You want the good times. That's what you want. But because Three of Chalices also could indicate a third party. So it is, to be mindful of this and to be okay with just taking your time, thinking about things, and just patiently waiting for your ship to come in is what I'm getting. Don't push your luck. Be patient, and when it does arrive, it's going to be completely ready. Because if it comes too soon, it might not be exactly what you wanted, but if you wait for it, it's going to be exactly what you want, if you catch my drift. Now the next card is the Justice card, which is Libra energy. Now what was I gonna say? So as I said, if you wait for it, if you are patient, and if you let the universe bring it to you when it's ready, when it's finalized, when everything is smoothed out, then it'll feel like you get what you deserve, like you get what you asked for, what you've worked for, what you have been patiently waiting. That is what that is indicating to me. That's the idea I got. Now the next card is the Eight of Chalices. Now the Eight of Chalices talks about wanting to be somewhere else. So usually we would see a individual leaving something behind, but in this case we see this girl imagining what she wants, right? Wishing upon a star and waiting for it to realize, right? So what I'm getting is, while you wait, and while you wait for what you've been working for and what you've been wanting to come in at the perfect right timing for you and for them, think of what it is, not how it's gonna come. Just think of that. Think of what you want and only what you want, not of how you're gonna get it or things about that. Just think of what it is you want and how that will make you feel when you get it. Okay? Avoid thinking about all the surrounding details, like how is it coming in and whatnot. Yeah. I was smiling because right then I looked to the camera and it was 11:11, so I was like, yes. Anyway, now the next card is the Four of Chalices. Now the Four of Chalices, okay, this would be like, if you're not mindful, okay, of how, in what direction your thoughts are going in, you might fall quite easily back into worrying about the fact that it's not here yet, about, notice how this girl is looking to something, is looking up, so she is hopeful, she is looking towards what she wants, right? And this one is kind of like opposite the Eight of Cups, Eight of Chalices, but she's not looking up, she's looking down. She's looking down, which would be like, oh, like defeated, not having what you wanted. This is the energy you want to stay away from. Okay, is what I'm getting. Because what you put out into the universe comes back to you. I think that, not that I think, it's the law of karma, right? And it goes as small, it goes to the smallest details, okay? You have to check yourself before you wreck yourself, okay? So, if you want to get what you want with this Eight of Chalices, you need to be mindful of what it is you don't want, what you want to leave out of what you do on a daily basis. So you need to make a judgment call of what you want to keep, what you don't want to keep. What is it that you are going to walk away from, right? And make a decision. Now you have the Lovers card, which is Gemini energy. Gemini energy. That was weird. My voice broke. Gemini energy. Now this talks about a choice. And on this card, well, we have two individuals of the same gender. Okay. And so what this means to me, seeing as I was talking about ideas and seeing as I was talking about your mind frame, your frame of thought, what it is you want to keep and what it is you want to let go of in what you do on a daily basis. You want to be mindful of things that are similar to what you want, and avoid things that are less similar to what you want. Okay, so you need to be mindful about these things. Yes. Yes. So now the next card being the Empress. Now the Empress is someone who is always pregnant with ideas, always surrounded by abundance, always pregnant with something, right? So the fact that the Lovers card says that you need to be with someone or something that is of the same vibration as what you want, okay, and seeing as you know that now, you now have the key to creating and manifesting whatever you want into your reality, okay, and it will bring forth an ending of some sort, okay, with the Ten of Swords. Now on this card, as you can see, that I feel like there's a phoenix, and what happens to a phoenix when they die? They suddenly catch on fire and they burn themselves to ashes, and from those ashes the new phoenix arises, right? So this is only the ending to begin anew, right? So that ending, that thing that you're letting go of, is going to allow you to be reborn as a beautiful phoenix. Okay, so my gorgeous and fellow Aquarius, I have Aquarius in my houses, but not in my chart. So my gorgeous Aquariuses, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description on this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous Aquariuses, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.